Morning. Thursday, September 7th, 2023. I'm Larissa. This is my video diary. Oh my god. My cramps yesterday were so bad. So bad. I don't know, I've been dealing with this period like this for years. I mean, it's the whole reason they put me on the birth control pills was to control it. Oh my god. I'm not going back on birth control pills. Oh. Hey, Brody. Hey, Brody, you coming up here? Mister, you coming up here? Come on. Come on up here with mommy. Come on. Come on, mister. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. I can't reach you. He's being a stinker. You being a stinker? Yes, he's being a total stinker. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh. I want to start painting today. I think I'll do it. Yeah, I have the drawing all laid out. I think I'm going to actually start the painting today. This afternoon. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. This next painting, the dream that it's from. It's my oldest dream that I remember having. Yeah. I've had many times. Although it's been a while. I've only had this dream once since we've lived here. It was early on when we moved here. So it's been like 5 years since I've had this dream. I wonder why. Maybe it's because this is the dream with the crystal caves. Maybe it's because the foundation of my house is made out of crystals. The quartz. Foundation of my house is quartz. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. But, yeah. So there's this room in the crystal caves, right? In the dream. The actual crystal caves aren't exactly like the dream, right? In the dream, you walk in, and there's like a gift shop at the front of in the cave. But see, at the actual crystal caves, the gift shop is outside of the caves. There's a gift shop that's in the parking lot, right? And then you go into the caves. And so in the dream, when you go in the entrance into the cave, then there's like a gift shop in the front, and there's this staircase. And there's this big fountain kind of thing. And then the one time in the dream, I came out of the fountain, it was like floating in the water. It was really cool. But when you're like upstairs, there's like an upstairs. It's like 2 levels. Like there's stairs that you can go up. There's a little hallway and there's a door that goes into this little room. There's like this little room up there. I don't know if it's an employee break room or what it is. In the dream, it's a little room, and the walls are all like a white plaster, and has a dirt floor, red dirt floor, and then there's this table in there, and these little stools. In this little room. Yeah. And then there's a door with a stairwell on the other side of the room. It goes down, it goes into, when you go down, a couple times I've gone down that hallway in the dream, go down the stairs, and you end up in this house in the back, in this building. To actually connects these 2 different dreams I've had. It connects these 2 dreams together. Yeah. And in that room, there's a piano, and there's like all these paintings and everything. There's lots of music scattered on the floor. All the sheet music scattered on the floor. Yeah, it's this little room. Just this little room. It's this little table. That's what the painting is of. So that little room, that little empty room. Mm. Yeah, the crystal caves. Those are so cool. Yeah. My grandma took me that summer to those crystal caves. My Aunt and Pappy took me to them. And they were at the gift store. They got me this pencil. A couple things at the gift store. They got me this pencil. Had a clear tube on the end. The pencil said the crystal caves, blah, 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 blah. And it had a clear plastic tube on it. And the eraser was like a little cork. There are all these tiny little stones inside, little crystals, little crystal chips inside. And there was this obnoxious boy at the bus stop. So school started. It was the beginning of the school year. I had to walk down to the bus stop. I mean, I was real little. That was like third grade. Yeah. Anyway, down to the bus stop, there's this boy, Andrew. Older boy. He was like in fifth or sixth grade. And he put slime in my hair the one time at the bus stop. I had to go home, get it washed out. It was awful. It was awful. He was a bully. My mom babysat him for a while. Anyway, my pencil. He took the eraser out and dumped out the stones. I got down on my hands and knees and collected as many of the stones back as I could. Went back in my pencil. And then my grandma got me like this sheet. It was a cardboard sheet. It had shrink wrapped, it had stones on it. It was shrink wrapped down to hold the stones in place with all the labels of what they were: lace agate, chalcedony, jet, aquamarine. No, there wasn't aquamarine on there. It was rose quartz. There was, what else? Calcite. A couple different colors of calcite. What else? Cat's eye. A bunch of stuff on there. Yeah. Mm. It was really cool. That dream. I've had that dream. At that place. I go back to that place. Mm. Yeah. No, I've had a dream of that place twice since we've lived here. One time there was somebody there. Usually it's one time there was somebody there. I'm like, oh, what are you doing here? Oh my god. Yeah. Mm. Anyway, I chiropractor's out of town, and I usually see him like every week. He's out of town for a couple weeks. I'm in so much pain. So much pain. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. It's bad. I was throwing the ball for Brody the other day. That's what did it. Using the chuck it. Mm. Yeah. I overdid it. Yeah. Anyway. Try sitting up. Oh, this shirt I'm wearing. This shirt I'm sleeping in. My normal 40-year anniversary coming of age shirt. Yeah. Saw a clip. News clip. Normal. They're still around. They're still doing stuff. Oh my god. So I guess the DEA is considering rescheduling cannabis yet again. Be nice, wouldn't it? I don't understand. Like, well, no, I do understand. The problem is, if the federal government, reneges on what their stance has been all this time, there's so many people whose lives have been destroyed by incarceration, right? And property seizing over cannabis in this country. So, and in states like California, so many people, so many people, so many people, so many people, so many people. So it's like that's the can of worms, right? That's the can of worms because they overturn all of that legislation. Then that kind of opens the door for all of these people and their families to file suit, right? For compensation. Yeah. So it's not an excuse, it's not a reason, but I think it is a big part of the reason. Yeah. Normal. This organization. I got this shirt. I donated a piece of artwork. It was a portrait of Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was a quilted portrait, right? I had I used the silhouette from his nude photos, right? When he was real young, his nude photos. And then where his penis would have been in the photo, I put state of California made out of dollar bills. It was a quilt patch, shaped of California, made out of dollar bills. And then it was all surrounded by poppies. It was all surrounded by poppies. And it was on a the background was like a teal blue with green pot leaves, the fabric. Yeah. And some country singing bitch who had some record deal with Willie Nelson and some whiskey and Jack Daniels whiskey or whatever. The album was called Whiskey Dreams. I can't remember her name. Blonde. The album was terrible. I mean, the album was really bad. And I tried really hard to like it. But anyway, her father was close friends with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and she knew him on a very personal level. I never got all the story, but she thought the portrait was hilarious. And at the auction, she said that she would do a fundraiser concert for them for the piece. So she has that piece. Yeah, it was a portrait of Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was a funny portrait of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got this T-shirt. That's what I got. I got this T-shirt and a copy of her album that was terrible and a thank you letter. I don't know where the thank you letter is. It should be. It's probably in my file somewhere. Yeah, yeah. I tried so hard to like that album. I tried so hard. I tried so hard to like that album. I just didn't. It wasn't good. Anyway, whatever. They used to do a really good podcast. I don't know if Normal still does their podcast or not. I should look it up. I should look it up. Yeah. Used to listen to the Normal podcast. Used to listen to Philosophy Bites, which we still listen to every now and then. And then um, George Kinney, uh, Electric Politics. And I don't know what happened to him. I think he was disappeared. That was a good show. Electric Politics. That was really good. It was. It was really interesting. He was very interesting. He always had really interesting guests. And he didn't have an annoying voice or anything. Like I have trouble listening to some podcasts because some people's voices just really grate on my nerves. If I'm going to listen to you talk, I better be able to listen to your voice. Yeah. Anyway. Oh my God. I don't know why. I feel like I got hit by a bus. I don't know why. It has to just be because of the cramps and stuff. Yeah. Because I'm not intoxicated or anything. No. No. Anyway. Anyway.